Okay, today's project is to take my Garmin that I just got and mount it and hardwire it into the car system. I have a 2013 Malibu, so I purchased a mounting clip online, which I already mounted it. It's right here. Basically, it's just this little unit. It has the ball on it. You can connect to your existing one. On the back side of this, it has the 3M double-sided tape. So I'm sticking it right in between my two vents here. There's a nice little area I stuck it on. I don't know if it's visible on the video here, but I have some tie wraps that I put underneath and over top of this little bracket. Fished it underneath through the vents here, and secured it so in case the tape fails, it'll still stay on there nice and strong. So to complete this, got the Garmin. I got the original wire that came with it, and this wire here I am going to use because the Garmin I have has the lifetime traffic updates, and apparently the traffic antenna is incorporated into this. So instead of buying a brand new hardwired system for this, which would probably cost about $70, I decided to go out and get one of these, which is just a hardwire cigarette lighter add-on. This was like $5. So we got our hot wire, we got our ground wire. I'm going to wire it into the fuse box inside here, plug the existing Garmin in to here, and it should power up. First thing you have to do is you have to take off this bracket here. It goes all the way around. You first have to take off this centerpiece for my car. So really you just reach in here, pop this side up, and it comes up nice and neat. Reach down in here and you can pop these up, and basically I think there's a clips all along here and maybe the top, and this will all come out. So I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to put the camera down, pop everything out, and I'll be back. Okay, I now have it off, so you can see that the actual vent louver things here are connected right to this trim piece, and back there is the actual vent coming out. The hardest part to unclip was right down here. There's two little tabs that you have to kind of reach up underneath and pull out this way to release it. So you kind of have to get a screwdriver in there and kind of pop them out. Other than that, the rest of these things just kind of popped right out. You can see that they have nice little clips all around. So what I am going to do, let me see if I can shine a light down in here. There's the vent. So since I'm going through here with the wire, I gotta have a little opening so I can feed down right to the left and down into my underneath my dash. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pair of cut snips and just snip out a little notch in the corner so the wire won't get crimped when I feed it down. So I'll do that right now. Okay, now I'm going to try to get the camera around here so you can see what I did. Alright. Let me move it around a little bit better. Shine a light in there. Okay, you can see that I just took a pair of snips and I cut out a little notch right in there, and I really just bent back the plastic piece so at least one of the edges won't be rough. So now I got to try to fish the wire. Alright, here's how I decided to fish the wire. If you can see in there, I used my favorite fishing mechanism, a wire coat rack or coat hanger. And let me see if I can shine a light. I'll show you where I went down. Move this out of the way. It's awful dark. Okay, so right down next to the side, I just fished it down there, and it took some. I had to bend it around a little bit, but I don't know if you can even see it, but it's up underneath the steering column. So from there, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to connect my cable and pull it back through, and that's probably the hardest part right there. Okay, got the wire fished. That was easier than I thought. I just fed it through the back end of this, wiggled it through the vents, and now it's sticking out, so I can just plug it right in, and you won't see so much wires dangling down. Now I just have to snap everything together, go on the other end, and I'll show you where to hook everything up to make this thing power up. Okay, next step is to remove this plate here. It's kind of just like a hard felt plate that sticks up underneath of your console here, and it's basically held in by two of these deals. Now this first one over here, I just kept prying because it's hard to see when you're under there, so I kept prying it and finally broke it free. And then the second one, I realized that it has a inner, you can see it, it has a inner little plug that just goes in and out, so if you just easily pry that open, it makes it a lot easier to take out. So that's what I did. Okay, now to finish the wiring after I ran the wire down through the vent. Now I have to connect it up on the other end to the fuse box. So my fuse box is right behind this little compartment. There's a couple squeeze tabs. You just pull them down, and this whole thing kind of just falls right out. Inside there, you can see I already rewired it. What I have is one of these. Let me pull it out for you. It's one of those ATA fuses. So in my fuse box most of those are hot all the time. The only one I was able to find that was not, that turned, because you want to connect it to one, so when you turn on your car, it gets power, so your GPS powers up, and then when you turn off your car, it'll shut it down automatically. So the only one I found that did that was fuse number 20. I think it's 20. It's right next to that yellow one there that's blank. So I'll plug that one in. Okay. So you just solder the one end for this ATA fuse. Take out the original fuse, put it in the bottom, put your new fuse in the top, and then just plug it into the existing slot. And the other end, you have to find a ground. That was pretty tricky. So what I did was I kind of look around, and I did not find any screws that were connected to like a metal part of the frame, but I did find this bracket up here. If you see it, it actually had a hole in it, nice little hole. So what I did is I just got a bolt, fed it through, and it works perfectly as a ground, and I can connect other things there if I need to. So it's all wired up. I plugged in the GPS to the cigarette lighter, tidied up all the wires, put back in my little thing here. And when you come in the car, your GPS is off. Turn your car on, boom, it comes on. I don't know why it's so bright you can't see anything, but everything works. For some reason on this thing it just looks like a white screen, but I can see everything here. Then when you turn your ignition off, it says powering off in 15 seconds and it'll go off. So you never have to worry about leaving it on again. So that's how you hardwire your GPS into your fuse box. Pretty simple actually.